from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New England Patriots taking on Jared Goff and the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Goff now looking to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Now Goff. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's gone. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now. This defense for the Patriots, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Short throw to Disley, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
tight end. He's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. This one swung out to Williams. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a first down throw. Goff stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On second down, Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Goff. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing, Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Beck. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
The rushing numbers for Stevenson from last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
We're scoreless after 1. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Hughes. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Straight ahead at Stevenson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Williams. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he'll find Washington. That's complete.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now gone. Short throw to Disley. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now Williams running left. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the 50, it's gone. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Pats will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So that drive 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this 1st half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From the 31, Goff finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there's no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Jones throwing to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Room here to run. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And the half will begin with a touchback. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football, while the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people. They certainly aren't to their teammates who are the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff. Stevenson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 68 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And quickly they get to the line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now Jones on third down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Stevenson. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Robinson is into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now the try here for the point after. And it is now 21-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have some...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Here we go. Slam. Viking 18. Check. Mustang 19. Let him know. Mike's 49. Hey, watch the slant.
Following the fumble recovery, Mack. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Ramondre Stevenson.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
His first career touchdown pass, and yeah, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point right down the middle, and it is 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And coming out now, the Broncos.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful. I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a nice spin into some open field. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens, because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Goff. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here we go with Williams. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Looking to throw on second down. Mack flushed out right.
And he gets this to Thornton.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On first down, Mack being chased out left. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And caught by Henry.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Denver's offense now set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Goff.
Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Goff throwing again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
79 Broncos.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Able to get away.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Watch 49. Here we go, here we go. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Off the play fake. Mack on the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
All right, boom. Come this way, come this way. Here we go, here we go. Mike forward. Don't get nothing.
To throw on 3rd down. Mack eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way to throw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for the Patriots, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road